And now this, so many of you talking about it. The latest iGadget has, all kinds of people lining up outside Apple stores worldwide today just to get their hot little hands on the iPhone 5. The very first iPhone 5 is sold in an Apple store in Sydney, Australia. Get this, a guy there says he stood in line for 70 hours to get a phone. Okay? In Japan, hundreds sat in the rain. One Japanese store says it's already run out of iPhone 5s. And in New York, some companies reportedly sponsored people to camp outside the Apple stores to wear branded company T-shirts. Think about it. Think about all the cameras that are out there, right? So this is free advertising for them. Other New Yorkers figured out that mobs and media cameras would be focused on iPhone lines, so they used the opportunity to market themselves like these singers.
Now take that iPhone off the shelf. I'd rather have it all by myself. The other phones ain't got the new HD. Now everybody will sing with me. I want that iPhone 5 today. 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 Yeah.
Wow. Economy's tough. Maybe people are just getting creative. Maybe they just got discovered. Who knows? Apple took 2 million pre-orders for the iPhone 5 the first day they were available last week. Some analysts say Apple may sell more than 10 million iPhone 5s by Monday. Apple is getting some flack for its new Maps feature on iPhones and iPads. Some users are saying they get lost just trying to use Apple's mobile maps. Remember, Apple dumped Google Maps software, replaced it with its very own mapping feature. Apple reportedly says to be patient. It's working on it, they say. Let's bring in our map wizard, Chad Myers, with a little show and tell on what is not working so well.
Google took some time, had some growing pains, too. They had places in the wrong things or old buildings, and that's what Apple's experiencing now. They're experiencing restaurants that have been closed for 12 years still showing up on the maps. Nobody knows how that happens, but it's happening. But if you take a look, and you just kind of step back and take a look at this graphic, and you will see how cool it is. Think about our technology about, 10 years ago. We had nothing like this. I can zoom all the way, and here's downtown Manhattan, right there all the way through, right through the financial district. I can get you right to the new tower there, the World Trade Center, and then right into the old historic districts and all that kind of stuff. So it's very, very neat. But there are some things that could get you into a little bit of hot water.
So wait, is this the kind of picture that I could see if I had an iPhone 5?
Yep.
Okay.
And the iOS 6 operating system. So if you can put that back on your 4 or your 4S or your iPad as well. So here's what it looks like. There's a great little shot. But here's what it looks like if you think you want to drive around Hoover Dam. So here's Hoover Dam. I was just there about 3 weeks ago. Water's here. There's a brand new bridge. Well, the bridge doesn't plummet into the canyon and back up the other side. It actually goes across. So that would be quite the ride down into the canyon and out the other side. And then if you want to take the Brooklyn Bridge over to Queens, all of a sudden there's a slight problem there as the Brooklyn Bridge kind of goes along the ground. That's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be frightening if that was
that's a mess.
Actual reality.
Right. So Alphabet City and things like that. Everything else is kind of cool, but there are just some problems, the growing pain problems, like we said before. And this is what we're going to see across all of the platforms. We're finding things in England. If you find something that's cool, you can blog about it. And that's what the thing is. Everybody's blogging about, I can't believe that KFC is not even there anymore. And so Google worked on it for 5 years. Apple's going to work on it, and they'll get it right.
Okay, Chad Myers, I guess some people are having fun with it. I just don't want to get lost. That is like half the reason why I bought this bad boy to begin with. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Tech Geeks, let's bring on our favorite tech expert, Katie Linendoll in New York with more on the iPhone 5. And I see you have, let me guess, one is an old, one is a new. Tell me about them.
Yeah, so I think the first thing that I noticed in picking this up is lighter, thinner, faster. Obviously, the first time we're seeing 4G LTE capabilities, 2 times faster in terms of searching, in terms of downloading, uploading. And, we noticed some of those differences, too. Let's talk about that 8-pin connector.
I can't stop talking about this. This is frustrating.
Right? So typically in the past, we had a 30-pin. That's a lot smaller right now, but I think You know, and I've spent the last few days talking to accessory manufacturers. Very interesting on this front because accessories generate $20 billion plus annually. And, you know, we think it's frustrating that we're going to have to pick up a $30 adapter. A lot of these accessories manufacturers, they were saying, we're just like the consumers. We're waiting out there in that line as well to get the specific exact specs so we can go and start producing molds to accommodate the new design. But in terms of the actual phone, you'll see here, you can notice the obvious differences. It definitely is thinner, lighter, faster, and obviously the best iPhone to date.
What's your favorite feature?
The light, it's 18% thinner and 20% lighter, and it's super obvious. Like, as soon as I picked it up, boom.
Okay, then beyond the folks who are making accessories, who else makes money off of this?
Yeah, so we have some interesting people cashing in. Gazelle.com, per the usual, is one of the leading sites for trade-ins. And interesting enough, they bought 30 iPhones per minute the day the iPhone 5 was released. So they are breaking records. And it's kind of telltale as we head into the weekend as to what to expect. As you noted, nearly 10 million iPhones are expected to be sold just over the weekend. And Gazelle also shared with me they've presented more than 1.3 million offers since announcement day, a 700% increase compared to the 4S last year. But also another one I love is TaskRabbit.com. This is a site where you can post, this is for people that don't have a lot of time. You can post jobs and people can bid on them. They're actually selling increments of time, 4-hour time slots for $55. They sold over 250 of those today and counting across San Francisco and New York. So people don't want to wait in line for the iPhone 5 and they can get people to do it for them. So everyone kind of cashes in on this, from accessories manufacturers, consumers obviously waiting in line, and then really unique companies.
Yeah, TaskRabbit is great. It's great for people who want to make a little extra cash as well, Katie Linendoll.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you very much. Enjoy
Thanks.
your new phone. The tax returns, they are out. We have Jim Acosta standing by here from the Romney camp, stop in Vegas right now. We're going to ask him why the release today? Why now? That's next.